Acha, you wanted to know what is Power Pivot, right? Okay, so I'll give you some brief idea, right? I mean, just outline what we do in Power Pivot, right? If you look at these three tables, you can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now
Yes.
in this sheet, I have um, three different sheets in this Excel, right? Now my first one has all the order IDs, then the second list I has the orders that are returned, right? Then I have the third, which is like, a kind of salesperson maybe, and the region, right? So
Mm.
what we do in Power Pivot is in Power Pivot, if we outside this is in CSV format compatible. Okay. So in Power Pivot, what will we do is we'll kind of club all three databases, all three sheets. I mean, without actually clubbing the sheets, we would kind of club them in backend. Maybe if you want, we can add maybe some couple of calculation fields, counts, calculation fields or measures, and then from that we will put pivot tables. Right. If I now normally put a pivot table here, right, I only have data from orders table, right? But I
Oh.
also want to see if there are any returned items. I want to say order ID, or maybe by segment. I want to
Mm.
see count of orders and also want to see returns here. Here returns is not available because it's in a different table, right? Either I do a VLOOKUP here and bring that variable here and then put it here, right? But this is a small database, right? Only I have only two rows or one row essentially, right? In that case, maybe yeah, VLOOKUP might be an ideal situation. But what if there are maybe multiple rows here, multiple rows here, and there is duplication that is happening? So in that case, we'll use Power Pivot. Okay, that's what we use Power Pivot for. Um, okay, shall we get started? We are already 5 minutes into the class, into the session.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we will we have looked at different types of charts, right? So when we go to insert, um, so we have how many? Let me select a table maybe, right? So I'll just go to insert and then go to recommended charts because it would here I will see all the charts, right? So starting with we have the column chart, right? Column charts are like uh, vertical bars in the chart. Similar to column charts, we have bar charts which go horizontal, right? Both are same. The features, properties will be similar for both of these charts. Okay, so basically column charts run vertical, like bottom up, like you see here, right? Um, and your just one moment, your bar charts run horizontal. Let me actually reduce the data here. Let's take only three fields maybe. All right, here we go and put a column chart, and let me also put a bar chart. Okay, so this is column chart, this is bar chart. Essentially the only difference is that the bars will run vertical in column chart and uh, horizontal in bar chart. Okay, with me so far?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. uh, right. Let me I'm putting a pivot table here just to make things a little bit simpler because we have multiple products and reputations and country reputations here, right? I'll use pivot table here. Don't worry about pivot table. We will come discuss about pivot table tomorrow, right? I'll put it here maybe. Let me put product Q1 sales, Q2, Q3, Q4 sales. Okay. I'll use this data. K12, go to K12. All right. Let me remove this.
You're doing control D control R, no?
Where? Control D, control R. I'm doing.
Okay.
So this is my table, right? Um, so I'll we'll work on only one type of table and column and bar charts. I'll pick column because that's my personal favorite. Mostly we will use column charts, then bar. But there'll be some cases we might you might want to use bar charts, right? Um, so no incremental, decremental options, right? Okay. To start with, so I'll select the data for which I want to display the chart. Right here, I want to show the display chart for product, then Q1 to Q4 sales. Right. So I'll select the data for which I want to create a chart. Then I go to insert option, and you have like list of options which are quick charts, right? I can select chart from here. You see this insert column option here, the button. You can see this, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So I can go here.
Yeah.
I can select these columns or bar. So here I'll select column charts, right? Within column charts, we have three types. Now this, okay. So this is one type. Let me select data again. Where is it? Insert column chart, right? So this is clustered column chart. Then I'd use a stacked column chart, right? Then I will also create a 100% column chart. Okay, this is 100% stacked column chart, right? I'll put it here. I hope you can see it, right? Let me know if you want me to increase my screen size. Zoom in a little bit, right? So these are three types of charts we have, and you will see the same three types. Let me add a name here. Okay, I'm just adding name for the chart style. Okay, third column.
This is bar one. No? Column chart,
These
first
are
one
column
is.
charts. Clustered column, stacked column. Then we have stacked column, 100%
Third, 100% stack.
stacked column chart. So we have these three types. Okay. Now, what is the difference between these three? Is if you look at clustered column charts, it will uh, display individual separate bars for each variable or each item, each listed item, right? Here if you look at the bars, right? So you have four bars here, one, two, three, four. Each bar represents one product. Like if I select A, yeah. So if I'm selecting A, right, one column which is my dark blue, this bar is representing my product A, right? So then I have separate bar for product B, separate for product C and D, so on, right? Where in stacked column chart, what happens is these four variables, product A, product B, C, and D, are stacked on one another, right? So if you see, we have A, B, C, D, and the color, like the size of these individual boxes is equal to the size of the quantity of these numbers, right? With me so far, like blue we have how much, 19,000. Then we have orange little bit bigger. Orange is bit bigger because we have it as 23,000, right? Then we have green, which is again smaller than even blue, which is 17,800 comparatively, right? And then we have 19,900, which is like similar to this no, product A, right? That is how these colors are distributed. With me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So colors are
Yes.
distributed based on the quantity basically. If I say I want to increase product AQ1 sales to, maybe I'll add one more zero. See how it will, 19,800 I'll make it. See, this size increased, right? That's how it will visually represent that how much is the contribution, right? This might probably not give the exact numbers, but we'll talk about how will we show those numbers and what are the different methods that we could look at, right? But essentially these sizes, the size of these individual columns will be dependent on the numbers or the value of that particular field, right? And these are stacked on one another. Like, if you see 8,000 here, so it is at 80,000. So we'll come here. See, our sum of our Q1 sales is 80,500. It's approximately 80,500, right? Sum of this will be 110.400. If you look at here, like 110,000, right? So these will be raised until the sum of all of these values. Okay, so the height of the bar will be raised until sum of all of these values. With me?
Yes.
Yeah. So custard columns,
Yeah.
it will show individual values, right? Now, so this is x-axis. We'll go deeper into this x-axis, right? In x-axis, it will show the numbers, like, quantity, and these bars will represent till what quantity they are raised. Right here, it is until 19,800. When I hover my mouse over, I can see those numbers, values, right? You can see, if you can see 19,800 product A point 1 QSL, right? Here, visually, it will be like little bit under this 20,000, which is my 19,800, right? So that's how these bars are raised. Now that's on clustered column and stacked column charts, right? Now coming to 100% stacked column charts, right? So here, what it does is it is visually representing, right, of the entire sales in Q1, right? We are not looking at the numbers here. Like, we are not looking what is the total. I mean, we are not comparing Q1 versus Q2 versus Q3. No, I mean, for overall sales, what we are looking at here is of the entire Q1 sales, how much did product B contribute? Now this will demonstrate display the numbers in percentages, right? So now if you look at this Q1 sales, it is approximately 25%, right? Between 20 to 30, maybe 23, 24%, right? This is also Q2 sale is also approximately same for everything, right? We Okay, we if you look at this one orange here, be product B. Now this is bit bigger than or heavier than the product one. Now it is raising from about 23% till 53%. Maybe it is like 30% of total sales, right? In this particular column, within Q1 sales, my product A is approximately contributing to 23-24%. Then my product B is contributing about 30%, right? Then we have product C, which is like 53, 54 to maybe 75, again 21, 22%. Then from 75 to 100%, 25%, right? So within the 100% of that entire sale, within total Q1 sales, what is the percentage contribution of individual products is what this bar will show. Understood?
Yeah.
Right. Now, when will we use this is, we want to see, like, for example, um, my overall sales are kind of, it went up, it came down, but no, it was better than Q1. Again, it went up, right? When my overall sales are going up, I want to know how are these individual products doing, right? Maybe the numbers are approximately close, so we won't see much of a difference. But you know, visually when I'm looking at, I can see, there is some increase in product C sales in Q2, right? But again, it came down, and it came down in Q4. So I am trying to see where is the increase happening, right? Um, yeah, maybe this is not visual difference. So let's do some additions here, right? I'll maybe say 3,400, 34,000 here, and 38,000 here, right? Now, when I change those numbers, which product we share? Product B, right? Product B, if you see, there is 34,000, 38,000. No, that's very minimal. 63,000, 78,000. Now we will see the difference. Yeah, you see, now visually I can see that my product B sales have increased in Q3 and Q4. right? There is an increment in Q3 and Q4 for product B, right? Right? With understood, like with me, are you able to see that
Yes.
difference? Right?
Yeah,
Basically,
yeah,
it's showing the
yeah.
percentage of each items.
Right. It is percentage of each items within the quarter. So this is not necessarily say that no, they, I mean, uh, the sales have increased or sales have decreased. My overall sales might have still gotten down, right? So here my sales maybe was say 100,000. Here it was 200,000. Here it might have been 50,000. But within that overall 50,000, the contribution, the composition of product to be in that sale, overall sales is higher than others. That's what I can represent here. This is not representing the actual numbers. Okay, this is only within this quarter. I whatever can be my sales. Right here, I don't know. I mean, here I am not. I am not able to decide whether my overall sales have gone up or not. This is only within the cluster, within that particular Q1 of the four different products I have. How are they behaving between each quarters? Right. Maybe this is probably rain jackets and winter jackets. Right. And essentially Q3, Q4 is when we would see rains and right winter, and hence there might be increase in sales here. Right. Uh, Jan, Feb, maybe we might see a different type. Like Q1, Q2, we might see here maybe we'll see a different product having more contributing more to the sales. Right. These kind of decisions or these kind of you know uh,
Nikhil, for the comparison in the 100% one,
mhm.
just go right. This Q3, just the more right, 100% one. So Q3 product B, no, the big one that you were showing, no?
I changed the numbers here.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So Q3 product B, uh, can we say quarter three is doing better than quarter two?
Ah,
Not comparing, but as in in 100% only, it is doing better than Q2.
so we are not inferencing that piece here, and that's what it is. It doesn't say the numbers,
Yeah.
right? So basically, I have a store which I sell four products, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
These charts are not representing. This chart does not say that in Q1, Q2 I was doing maybe $100,000, but here I did $150,000. No,
Okay.
this chart doesn't represent that. For that chart, that thing we will use this one.
Okay.
Right. Here we want to know the contribution, right? Within Q,
Individual.
uh, how much does it contribute? Like I have a cloth store, right?
Hmm.
Imagine like I was referring to winter sets, right? Winter wear. So I have a cloth store. In cloth store, I have exclusively only four types of products:
Hmm.
winter wear, rainy season wala, winter wala. Uh, then I have say like summer wear, maybe some type of summer wear, right? Then party wear. I have four types, right?
Hmm.
So my sales contribution, my sales contribution of these four products will not be same across the year, right? Winter
Yeah.
wear mein I will sell more of winter products, right? Winter wears, winter mein, like which is like maybe Q4, Q1, Q4, mid Q4, right? Let's imagine
Yeah.
Q4, October, November, December mein I'll do more sales on winter wear, right? Then in Q1, which is my January, February, March, maybe I would do more sales on my fancy or party wears, right? Because people are partying that season, right? April, May, June, I am selling more. I am doing more sales on my summer wear, right? Then I'm doing more sales on my rainy season wala, right?
Yeah.
Now this is only representing the contribution of the on the overall sale. We don't know how much is the contribution. See, these individual products like winter wear might be costlier, right? Or
Hmm.
cheaper. अगर winter wear costly है and I am selling lesser winter wear or zero winter wear in maybe summer season, right? My overall sales numbers will while counts might be same, the amount will come down because summer wear में क्या होता है? So usually I might sell a t-shirt, right, and some shorts, t-shirts. That's my लेट्स ऑन ना इमेजिनरी शॉर्ट्स टी शर्ट कितना होता है मे बी 200 300 bucks राइट बट winter wear I'll have to my price would be 1000 1500 right
Yeah.
so this is not representing whether it is more in the in the amount than Q2 or Q1
Okay.
right
In-
it only
Individually it
saying that
is.
in the overall sales how much
Mm.
did my this particular product contribute
Okay.
right guys this is very important to understand right so we
So
want to
Q3 we are seeing product B is doing more sales.
more sales so we have done more sales of product B in Q3
Okay.
right and these tax charts you will very rarely see being used right uh, these are both rarely use karte hain log so most of this most of it is what we'll use this one and for this timely sales trend percentage trend right we might want to within individual months if you want to look we can use individual quarter maybe we can use this pie charts or donuts right like that okay are we clear on this column stacked 100% stacked column everyone
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
all right so this is about your column charts and like Anurag, like I said, right? So and when we look let me just quickly refresh. I think yeah. So when we want to look at how the overall sales are, right? So here you can see the overall sales how they are, or maybe here you can see like total sales that I had in this particular segment. You will also know the percentage contribution, how the percentage contribution is, and also how the overall performance Q wise we have. Like here, it is clearly indicating that my percent, overall has increased. Right? Maybe if I go here and maybe lines, I put series lines, right?
Label it.
Yeah, series lines. See, it is giving me clear indication as to how was my trend basically trend Q1 versus Q2 there is increase Q2 say little bit drop in Q4 Q3 but again it increased in Q4 right okay so for that representation we use these charts stacked column charts okay similarly we have let me come back again here to the same data I'm going to use same data again uh, again we have uh, I think same thing in bar charts also bar chart with now it's run vertically right let me change this I can right click on it change chart type and instead of column I can go to bar chart and select it and now it is my bar chart same thing here I right click change chart type I've already placed the chart I just want to change the type of chart I can do it by right click and change chart type right here I go bar chart right here I go right click change chart type I'll go to bar charts and this is my 100% bar chart. This is my stacked bar chart, right? So these are bar charts. Okay. Everything that we do on column charts can be done on bar charts. So same methods, same options, same things everywhere. Okay. Let me bring this back to our column charts again. This is stacked. Now this is okay. Let's come back to line charts now, right? Uh, so here our visuals are represented in the form of bars, but when it comes to line charts, it will be represented in line. Anybody has any idea when do we use line charts or column charts or bar charts?
Like if you want to show the market increasing or decreasing,
Okay, I mean,
it's same.
it
It's
can
same
be
like
more specific. There is one key element attached to it. You are right, but There is one key element attached to it.
Okay.
Mm.
It's
Yes,
more or
you
like
are
the
right, but
same, like a bar, but we are representing in line chart.
mhm.
It's also like a kind of stacked one, but we rarely use those because
Okay.
it's not representing proper way like how bar charts are.
Mhm. I mean, even I mean, even in line charts, we can use all of these. Maybe I could use stacked ones, I could use clustered ones, right? I mean, here numbers are
Yeah.
closer, so it is showing like this. But no, when we work on actual data, right? Let's see if we can find something on this superstore report, right? When we work on actual data, the numbers are not like as consistent like this, right? Acha, यहाँ पे I think I have used, if I am not wrong, more tables. Okay. Okay, let's not waste the time. Okay, um, I'll go ahead and insert one pivot table here. Um, we'll put order date here. I want to look at quarters, right? I'll remove month, order date here. Then I want to look at, maybe we'll take product ID. It's very big. Category, very small. Subcategory maybe. Yeah, subcategory. Um, and sales, right? Okay. Now let us create a chart on this one. Right, insert line chart. Right. See, this is my 100% stacked line chart. Okay. You see, the numbers are different because the contribution is changing. Or maybe I change style to stacked one. See, you can notice the change, right? It is not like as straight as this ones. These are straight because of the data points that we have taken for considered for the practice. But so when you are working on data, right? If you're not sure which, I mean, will it be suitable or not, just go ahead and put that chart type and see how is it, visually. I mean, visually, is it able to clearly represent the things, right? Or maybe if I um, let's do product name and I, okay, let's do product ID. So I'll select one product ID. Okay, product ID will put here. Okay, no. Product ID will put here month. It will. It's actually too big, but but it will be different, not necessarily same all the time. It will keep changing, right? Okay, so yeah, coming back again, we have same three types. One, we have clustered, which is it will repress show separate line for each variable that we selected or each product here in this case. And then we have stacked column, like it will be stacked on each other to represent overall how the trends are. Then we have 100% stacked columns, which is like overall 100%, it will show the percentages of uh, individual products. Okay. Any questions on this information? Like what does these individual clustered or column charts do? Clustered stack do.
It's clear.
Okay. Okay. Now coming to lines, when do we use line charts? So like column charts or bar charts, we used to kind of like here we want to compare the monthly or quarterly sales for different products. Which product is doing how, right? In such cases, like we have different products, right? uh, and I want to look at how they are doing. Might not be by quarter. I might be like maybe looking at some other thing, right? Instead of Q2 sales, I might be looking at um, how to say region, right? If I come here and uh, here instead of sales, I would right, instead of sales I would put region, right? Region, and then I'll put total sales, right? Right. Here I am doing a comparison between three regions, right? Region wise region, how are my sales? Three or four? Huh. Okay. No, one, two, three, four. Okay, let's go ahead and yeah. Okay. So here I'm what I'm doing here. Instead of Q1, it's not time based, right? Here I'm doing a region wise comparison. Like maybe if I want to do salesman versus salesman, how they are doing. Like I have three salesmen. I want to know how they are doing in different products, right? In such cases, we use the column charts. It can be time specific also. It can be product specific, right? If I want to look at like region specific, here I am looking at individual regions. Mein, how are these four products doing, right? Or maybe something else. In such cases, we would use clustered column. I mean column charts or bar charts, like uh, or maybe there are like say जैसे pie chart use करते हैं हम to show percentage contribution. Now we use pie chart when um, when we have only five or less than five categories. But if the categories are more, then we would use cluster column chart, no, column charts, right? And
Yeah, I was thinking that because we can't use pie chart for this.
yeah, we can use definitely. I mean, not when we have four different
You know,
rows to compare, but if there is only one row, definitely we can use it. Like if I
if there is
want,
only Asia,
if
then
I
we can
want to
use.
look at like this one versus overall sales. Imagine this is overall sale. Total sale. Mein I want to look at how is individual contribution. Right
You
here
know.
we go.
Can't we get four pie charts like that? Different, different.
See, आपको visually represent करना है, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Here
correct.
within one chart, I'm showing everything, or maybe
Mm,
I'm using stacked or this one, right? Stacked column or something. So within one chart, I am showing that information, what you need. Like
correct.
the requirement is that we want to show how are they doing, right? If you come to that other table, right? अगर मैं where is this? Okay. See, here we are, अगर ऐसे आपको तीन चार अलग अलग if you want to show, you can show. But again, no, it is all about keeping things simple and easy instead of complicating. Right here, I'm using a different segment basically. This I am using three different here because these are different segments, right? अगर एक ही
Um,
segment का three रखेंगे for Asia, one for no. So maybe what I will do. Will I will show you when we talk about pivots, right? In this case, अगर आपको if you want to show it for different regions, right? So I'll okay, where is this? Yeah. So if I want to show it for different regions, I'll maybe add some slicers where I can select the regions individually. I'll put only one chart, which will initially show me overall contribution, but I'll maybe add a slicer or drop down to it, which will change. Let me show that one also, right? Um, Remember, I'm kind of using some techniques here. I'll also explain one that I'm going to use now, right? So here, what I'm doing is let me add. Okay. Right, which is my K13. Delete this. Equal to K.
13.
K13 नहीं रखूंगा मैं because I need the sum on a product wise, right? So I'll put this product here, right? This will be my L. Okay, sales equal to L13. Yeah. So what I'm doing is, so from this pivot, I'm creating a duplicate from the pivot table. I'm just not taking values, only values from here. I can't do equal to and select because in pivot may I can't do some formats, right? Formats नहीं कर सकते, and sometimes we might encounter some errors also, right? So now I have done this. So I'll select this one. Um, then I only have how much?
We cannot make pie chart from the pivot set.
We can do it. We can do it, but no, there will be some no, limitations from it. Right. I'll also do it from pivot chart, no, pie chart. So here I have pie chart. This is for overall sales, right? So what I'll do is I'll maybe add a slicer. I will also do it from here. Okay, one यहाँ से भी रखते हैं. Okay. Uh, where is this pie chart? So it is not selecting everything that we need correctly. Insert. Okay. Strange. Okay, it's not coming from there. Right. So I put it from here. We can do it from there also. I'm maybe doing something not right. Right. Now I would go ahead and add a slicer. किसका डालूंगा मैं रीजन का डालूंगा और yeah so region का I'll put a slicer, right. This was our requirement, right? I'll maybe add it here, right. Now this is overall. You want to look at Asia, so you select Asia. Asia में there is only wait हमें ना
Which table you got the slicer from?
we wanted to product, right. Yeah, so we wanted product, right. Product add as slicer. Yeah, right. I have got this slicer from the pivot table.
Okay.
Okay. Now I have pivot table. I have my slicer here. Right. अभी मैं ना instead of ना keeping those four different four different charts, I'll do this. I'll maybe add it here or maybe anywhere I can place. Right. So if somebody wants to look at this is my overall sales. Somebody wants to look at product A. I select product A and it will change. Right. I select product B and it will change. Maybe I'll add the numbers here, right? Data labels. Okay. And let's make these data labels white so that we can see them. Right? You can see now. So I could say product A. Numbers are changing. Right? You can see, right? Numbers are changing here.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. So now what I can also I'll maybe remove. Let it be. Okay. See, as I'm making these selections, my numbers are changing. See, I clear all. Select A only, select B only, select C only, or hold control and select multiple products here, right? And within one chart, I am able to give you how we are doing overall. And if you want to look at one particular product, I am giving you that facility also. So I've made it interactive, right? So would you prefer this one or would you prefer creating four different charts here?
This one.
Right.
Four different.
You prefer four different charts, Andra?
No.
For comparison, no?
No, comparison के लिए you will not use this now.
Okay.
See, what is the goal? If comparison is the goal, you have this one stacked
Yeah.
column charts. If comparison is the goal,
Hmm.
right? Here, comparison is not the goal. We want to look at percentage contribution,
Okay.
right? अगर comparison करना है तो you use this stacked
Yeah.
column chart. We know individually how they are doing and how is overall trending, or maybe clustered column charts for
Correct.
comparison, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So let's remove it. Let's not jump to pivot tables yet. Sorry, let's not jump to the pie charts yet. Okay, how many attrition? here, back here, Q1 says. Okay. Right. So are we clear when will we use cluster, column charts or bar charts? Cluster column charts need not necessary that you will have all different products, one, two, three. Even if it is a single product, you can use it. Okay. Maybe
Yeah.
I want to do it on a single item. Any chart, basically line chart or anything. Huh. Pie chart, so you should have at least two or three different items, but otherwise any line charts, any column charts, you can use it for single items, single iterations of it. Okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Yeah.
we are clear about how when do we use column bar charts. Now coming to the line charts. Remember, line charts are also called as trend charts, or also called as run charts, right? Uh, these are used to look uh, monitor like time trend. So timely how the performance is going. Like if you want to look at sales, you want to look at month wise sales, you will use line charts to see how are we doing monthly sales, right? If you want to look at daily inflow, daily outflow, right, day wise, whenever there is a day wise comparison between time periods, Q1 versus Q2 versus Q3, then you want to use line charts. Okay. Whenever there is a timeline versus you want to look at some product, some uh, performance against a timeline, overall how it is going, whether it is going upward, downwards, right? In that case, we will use the line chart, right? If you, I don't know if you watch cricket may, when they are showing, when usually this happens in second innings, the second innings where they will show the line graph of how was first innings versus how is second innings, are they above them, below them, right? It is like trajectory that is that keeps going lines, right? Whenever there is a comparison happening against a timeline, right? Like in cricket there is no overwise, ball wise, or overwise over how they are trending, right? Over is a timeline, right? 1 over, 2 over, this is a timeline in cricket. So how it is going, like day wise how it is going, hourly how is it going, right? So that's the timeline that we want to look at. Okay, with me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So now before we go to, yeah, before we go to pie chart, while we already looked at it, but before we go there, go to pie charts, right? Let's understand some of the options. Remember, in Excel, whenever you select a cell or in any element on the Excel, based on that element, you will have additional options coming up here, additional ribbon buttons open here, right? Like if I'm selecting a pivot table, so I will get two more two more ribbons, which is pivot analyzer and designer, right? Similarly, whenever we have a chart, right, whenever I select chart, I will have chart design and format, these two options enabled here. Okay. Now,
Okay.
so you will have, barring few options, few options which are specific to some charts only. 80% of these options are same across all of the maps, uh, right? All of the charts. So let's look at what we have in the chart design. Right, this is a general chart, right? If this is the only way I can demonstrate, let me also open. I think we have. Okay. Let me also open a PowerPoint, right? Maybe I want to put my charts on PowerPoint, or maybe on Excel also we can do, right? We'll come there, right? So if I want to put it on PowerPoint, right? So I don't want these colors, so maybe I don't like it, or maybe if who all we have on the call. Okay. So in bank, right, what we do, our colors are like dark blue, gray, uh, that red, right? These are the color that we use, right? And no, if you look at the charts right now, you don't have data labels. You don't, like, I'll have to like take a close look to understand what is the exact numbers, and I want to know what it is. So I will maybe have to like see where it is coming. It's like 2200, 2300, but I don't know exact numbers, right? So I need to be able to change the colors. I need to be able to add those values individually. I need to be able to change the name title, right? I should have control over how the x-axis looks, how the y-axis looks, right? And how would this you know index looks, right? So we will have control on all of these elements, including these lines. We'll have control on all of these elements in Excel. So because we are referring to design, we will go into chart design. You have few free, pre-populated designs, styles here. You can like just hover your mouse and see, if you think this is looking good, you can keep it, right? Or maybe if you just hover your mouse and it will show how it looks, right? I want to maybe go with this, but I want to change these numbers, right? So I want to use a different color. Maybe I'll go and you know put orange color, because no, no, sorry, text ke liye. So text ke liye I want to put orange color to represent orange numbers. So for this I want to give a green color, right? I'm sorry. So for this I want to give a green color. For this I want to give, so just to know, I can further change, make changes to uh, this pre-designed existing designs that we have. Okay, so these are existing styles that we have here, right? uh, Other than the existing style, you also have this color icon, color change icon. So now these are like four different colors, right? These are different color schemes that I have in here, which are available. You can see this, right? I'm As I'm changing this, these colors are changing. So let's go to second one. Now my colors changed. Let's go to third one. Again they changed. Let's go to fourth one. See, then I also have single color scales, right? One second, let's change this back to black, or maybe change into things black. Okay, see, then we also have single color ranges. Like I can have a single color range in orange, blue, green, this navy blue or royal blue, uh, right? We have these many options. Okay, so far with me. So we have some specific chart styles, and we have range of colors from which we can select.
Yeah.
Okay, say imagine I am not happy with any colors. I know, like I mentioned, in us in bank we use blue, dark blue, red, right? So in that case, what I can do, um, I will select one by one. So this is something I'll have to do one by one. Yani, if I select Q1 and all Q1s are selected, if you notice, like you see these dots coming in, that means, and this blue line, so that means all of my Q1 bars are selected. Now I want to, uh, one first thing is, let me close this. You can first right click on this and click on format chart area, right? I just right clicked on my chart and clicked on format chart area. Now it will open up this format window. Okay, this is also one way to change the colors or something, right? Then you can also do it from here, right? So I have selected this one, uh, which is my product A. I selected. I can change the color from here. You can see, right? So as I'm going hovering over new colors, it is changing, right? Or I can change from here also. I use this window because within one window there are like lot of things that I could do, right? So I'll come here and say I'll go to fill, and I'll go to solid fill. I want to change it to uh, a dark blue color, right? Then I'll go to the second one. I want this to be the red one, right? Then I'm going to the third one. I want it to be the dark gray, or maybe a little bit more darker gradient of gray. I want this to be lighter gradient of gray. Okay, see, I was able to change individual colors. Okay, see, usually what we have here are not sufficient. I mean, for any of the origin, we can sometimes use this monochrome colors, like single color range. But most of the companies, like Bank of America, I want to use this one because this is our colors that we use across anywhere you go. These are the colors that we use. So we have that option to individually customize separately, not limited to this list, but I can also give these color ranges. Okay. With me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Um, so tell me about any image. Let's say buildings image. I'm just not picking something random. Okay. I'm just trying to show something. Let's pick this one. I'm just copying image. Okay. So I selected this one. Here, if I want to show it as a picture, right? This is actually the picture that I copied now, right? This option is available in many things. Like here I will show. Here I'll go here, picture format, clipboard. See, good to know. We might not use it, but it's good to know. Maybe
Huh.
tomorrow you want to instead
How we
of
got this?
sorry.
How we got this?
I went and copied picture. Let me just say insert से icons पे जाता हूँ मैं. Uh, so what is the product? Let's say game. Okay, I'm just doing this just for you to know what we can do. So I selected this, I copied it, and I selected this, and I went to picture texture and we copied one, right? And इसको ना I will give a outline. Where is my outline? Solid outline. Yeah. Okay. So instead of showing colors also, I can show these images or icons also. If they are like four different, it's games. Games के लिए मैंने ये डाल दिया है. I don't know, sportswear something. Um, then I say health. Right, health के लिए कौन सा icon लूँ? Um,
Heartbeat all. Right.
where is it? Yes, this one I want to select. Right, I copy it, and I will give it like health option, clipboard. Right, इसको भी I'll give outline. So see, I mean how I am just not playing around with like this, right? इसको outline दूंगा, यहाँ पे कुछ और दूंगा. Now, see, if I am giving such, such things, right? And I can also give color to this one, like say insert करने के बाद when it came in instead of, I think yeah, यहाँ पे I will just do a color change to this one, like I'll do blue, right? I'll do blue and इसको ना मैं I'm just putting a blue one here. See, I'll maybe put a red one for this one, right? So that much customization options are available. Coming back, right? Let me take it black to blue. It looks good. Which blue I will use? Yeah, वाला use करता हूँ. Okay. So where were we? हाँ, individual color filling के लिए color filling, right? So what I will do is remember whenever we change color here, legend will also automatically change. The colors in legend will also automatically change. Okay. Hello.
Yes, listen.
Yeah. Listening.
Right. So again, once again, I'll just quickly walk you through again, right? Let's go back to our normal chart designer. Let's chart design, go insert, change chart table, go to first bar, design को कैसे clear करें? Okay, let me delete it and put that back again. Okay, I'm going here, insert. So I selected data, I went to insert, I went to charts, and I selected the 2D column charts, right? First thing we looked at, let me come down here, we'll do separately. Okay, so first thing we looked at is we added the colors. I selected one bar at a time. So I selected first bar, which is my um, product A. I went into I right sorry. I right clicked on the chart and did format chart area. You can also do it on this one. Bar page you can do right click and format data series. I came to filler here, color filler. In the fill option, there will be two fill options. One is fill option, then there is a border option. Right. So I went into fill option, selected solid fill. In solid fill, I have wide range of colors that I can select from. I selected blue for here for this one. Second one I selected. This is now open. Now as I change, it will change for those ones only, right? So I selected second one, selected solid fill, and then picked red. Then the third one, I did solid fill and I did like little darker shade of gray. Then the fourth one, I went to solid fill and did little lighter shade of gray. Okay. So are we good with filling the colors?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And if you look at my legend colors also have changed. Right. Next thing, I want to change the text color. If you notice the text color overall, right, it's like grayish. You can see, right? The text color is gray, right?
Yeah.
So there are two options. If I want to change text color for my entire chart, the same color for entire chart, I'll select the chart and I can just click go here and select any color that I want. Maybe now I want to give orange, blue, red, anything I want. I can, if I want it for entire chart, I can select the entire chart and select it from here. I'll select black here, right? And same thing with the text style. Like maybe I want say, see, as I'm hovering, the styles are changing, right? I can do it for entire text, right? Similarly, I can also change size for entire uh, chart or chart from here. Okay. Now say no, I want to uh, do it for specific items, specific elements. I wanted like chart title, right? This is my chart title. I want chart title to have a different style, different format, different color. So what I'll do is I'll go to chart title. When I click on chart title, it will display a small bar, small box. I can double click on this box. It will highlight the text. Now uh, I can just change the title. Maybe I want it as okay, quarterly sales by product. This is my product name, right? So I can edit the name like this, right? Then on this name I want to give maybe grayish background and white text, right? What I'm doing is I'm just selecting this particular box, my title start title box, and selecting the fill option to use the color that I want. Okay. Similarly, I'm just selecting my text in that box and changing the text color to what I want. Okay. Then we can bold, italic. We can do everything. We can change fonts, right? Font style of how we want it, right? With me. Say I also want to change the background of the chart,
Yeah.
right? So I want to change the background color of the chart. I select the entire chart. Remember, very importantly, there is a no fill option. So I'll do one thing, right? No fill option भी याद रखो. You might sometimes need no fill option. Say there is some option here, or maybe since we were also talking about PowerPoint, right? Uh, Say my PowerPoint is all say. Let me say this gradient. Maybe some orange is gradient. Okay, orange is not looking good. Let's say a little darker. Okay, uh, my PPT or my PPT background is grayish, right? If I put this table here, now I selected no color. Okay, right. Okay, so by default it will have white fill. So when I put it here, you will see it as this. So when you by default you look at it, you will see it like this, right? But is it suitable on this kind of background? Or maybe you will say no. Uh, Usually we will also have backgrounds like little grayish like this. See, does it shoot here? Yes, no, maybe,
Maybe.
maybe. Okay,
Yeah, it suits.
okay. So let me change the background color then. Right, maybe I'll put a picture texture fill. Right. Um, Sorry, we'll have to copy something else. Um, right now, does it suit? Is it suitable here?
No.
I'm just not doing this for hypothetical. I wanted to understand, what all can be done and why we will do it, when we will do it. Because
Okay.
knowing the tools is one aspect of the story, but when to use what is also a important thing, right? So
Mm-hmm.
so in such cases we don't need a background, right?
Yeah.
Let's come back to Excel. We can also do it from PPT, but since we are on Excel, we'll do it on Excel only, right? So I'll select the entire chart and come to format option. I can also do it from here again, right? Here also you have no fill, solid fill, gradient fill, picture fill, like, I can also give a picture fill here, patterns, automatic. We have all of these options, right? You just explore what is what. So I can give solid color maybe I'll give it light grayish. See, as we are discussing, I'm just also giving some, beautifying this chart. End of the chart, let me know how it looks, right? Maybe I'll take little lighter shade, no, a little darker shade. Okay, now, no, lighter shade, we have something else to cover. Okay, um, yeah, we'll come to that one. Yeah, let's take solid color. Right. So this is on your, yeah. So this is on your colors, background color of the chart. We learned about the overall text. One single text here, right? Background fill of this one single text. Similarly for x-axis, y-axis also, y-axis or the legend, right? We can change fill colors and change the font style, font color, etc. So now I'm coming to this x-axis. Say I want this in maybe a different style, right? Yeah, so I've changed the style for that one. I want it to be red, right? I've selected the y-axis, sorry, x-axis, y-axis is this one. X-axis, x-axis I want it to be um, dark blue, right? I want it to be bold. I want the size to be lesser in x-axis, right? I reduce my size. Then I came to legend. Even in legend, I want legend to be smaller in, small. So I selected 8. I want legend to show me colors like with little bit background of this gray, right? And I want legend to be bold, right? I hope you are following me, right? I'm just making these changes. Randomly, I'm making changes. This time, I don't have anything on mind, right? So this is about beautifying. Some aspects of beautifying. Again, we see these lines, right? We'll also talk about these lines. Okay. So now here we understand that we have capability right now to change the colors, have the font that we want, right? And change color, have different fonts for different elements of this chart, do background fields, right? With me, everybody. Again, white, we have white fill and no fill are two different things. When you select white fill, right, and you copy this onto anything, right, it will like you will have this white field here. Keep source formatting. Keep source formatting. Okay. So white fill will have it will have that fill there. Okay. So if you don't want any fill to fill, you will do a no fill. Okay. And as I also showed you, when you go to this fill option, you have no fill, solid fill, gradient fill. Gradient is like, kind of shading one side, and within gradient you have options to select which side, which color you can select. You want to select radial, you want to select rectangular like box, uh, path. So you have different options on how the direction will be. Okay, you have all of these options. uh, Somebody who wants to get expertise on PowerPoint also, you can explore all of these options. It will be same there. Okay, let me go back to my white color. Okay, Now let's go to chart design, right? So now I want to explore more on the chart design perspective, right? I go to the chart design. Firstly, we will talk about layouts and elements. Okay. Quick layouts, you will have some designs again here, like what all and how you want it, how you want the chart to look like, right? If you like something, you can maybe opt to choose that one, right? We have these many layouts. Important is add chart elements. So every chart will have all these elements, like these lines. You will see in um, uh, which charts. So I'll tell you when we'll get these in some specific charts only, right? Even some up down also will be some specific charts only. Okay. So first one is axes. So we have how many axes we have? We have one horizontal and one vertical, two axes, right? So you don't maybe you want to see this axis or you don't want to see this axis, right? Similarly with this one, you want to whether see or not see this axis. So here in the axis option, you can unselect something. Like if the moment I unselected the horizontal, my horizontal axis is gone. I'll do same thing for vertical. Now I don't have any axes, right? So here I can select or unselect the axes, which I can also achieve by right clicking and deleting. Right clicking and deleting. Okay. What I did is I did right click on this particular item when it got selected. I right clicked on it and selected one second. Yeah, I right clicked on it and selected delete. Or I can also do it from here by unchecking or selecting or unselecting it. Okay. Now comes access titles. Now for somebody third party, right? So they don't know what this is. So there are some numbers, but what is it? They don't know. Say this one, Q1 sales, Q2 sales, it is kind of indicative already what it is. So we are good with it. But they don't know, or no, somebody who's watching do not know what this one is, right? We want to give it a title. Right. Maybe we have reduced these numbers to millions, dots, no, point thousand. We want to add a title here. So in that case, I can add access titles. Right. I can add title for my x-axis here. Say, I can say quarterly quarter, right? I can say quarter here. Then similarly for the same chart, I can add um, vertical also. I will maybe write hmm, sales. Okay. Or maybe product sales. Okay. So we can add these titles individually, or you can add only for one side. Like, I don't want this horizontal title. I only want this one. And again, in for this one also, you have lot of all of these customization options like changing colors, changing background, font style, font size are applicable. Okay, with me so far.
Yeah.
So I have removed those titles. Right
Mm-hmm.
now, next comes chart title, which is this one. Right. Now you have no chart title, which is not absolutely the chart title will be removed. Then I have above the chart. So when within my chart area, in this entire box, there is my chart, which is this one. There is my um, legend, which is this one. There is my chart title. Okay, three different elements are there, right? If I do correct kind of click here, now this area is called chart area. I can do a separate field for chart area also. I want to see chart area separately, we can do also, right? These are different areas listed in the chart. Okay, now I want this chart title to be out of this chart area or inside the chart area. So we have three options: one, no chart title, or you can say above the chart area or within the chart here. See, if I select this one, now my chart is here. My chart title is come within the chart area. Okay,
Okay.
right. Let me just change it back to above chart area. Oh, we lost that design. So we'll keep this design. Okay. Next one. Next one comes on data labels. Now, see, we need numbers here, right? So now these are like random bars. We don't know what is the number. I was referring like, we have to go check, right? So you are presenting. So if I have this chart with me, I can just hover the mouse. It will show me the numbers, series name, etc., etc. But somebody looking at your screen, or right, they don't know what it is, right? So they want to look at the numbers, right? So I can go here, right click, I can just add, click on this plus and add these, all of these options that we have are also here, but these are like quick selections only. So I added data labels, right? All of my data labels added. Are they looking good?
No.
No, right? So
No.
we want more options. We want more freedom, right? To kind of select it. So in the chart series option, like the chart design option, you have uh, different label option. Like you can have no labels. You can have them on the center. You can have the inside end, which is like top. You side you can have outside end. You can have this as a call out, right? Within inside base we have, right? So these are multiple options we have on how, where do you want the chart titles to be. So here I will select center. Now let's keep it outside end, right? Usually when I select add data label, this is how it will come. Now these are not clearly visible. I want them to go within these bars, right? So I'll select my data label individually. This is something we'll have to do separately. Since my format data series is open, and if it is not open, just right click and say format data labels, right? I have the list here. uh, First thing is I'll go to this position option, right? Text direction mein I can select these four text direction. Here I'll select this one. I want like this. So I'll do same thing for other one, and other one, right? What I did, I right clicked, clicked on format data labels. I came to this position and alignment, size properties, and here I have selected the rotation to 270. You can choose to 190 horizontal stat, whichever you feel are comfortable. Okay. Then I went to label options, right? In the label options, I have this label position bar here. So I can have it in center, I can have it inside end, I can have it outside end, right? So I'll go to inside base because I want them to be inside base, right? I'll do same thing for other one, right? I'll do it inside base, select other one, move it to inside base, select other one, move it to inside base, right? Now, since my colors versus these colors are not very clear, so I'd change them to white colors. Okay, I'll do this to all of them, right? Or maybe we put them um, inside end, maybe, right? Inside end, top is maybe better. Just explore, no, whichever you think, no, you feel is looking, giving a good um, appearance. You can do that. Okay. With me so far, how to change names, add numbers,
Yeah.
right?
I
Now
think
we
we need
have
to
added.
explore more. No?
Sorry.
We need to explore more options. Like so many options are there.
So you should explore, explore all the options. So these are like inside. This is like 4 or 5 options. That's it. Like outside, inside, top, middle, down, or no titles. These are 5 options that we have. Like when to use what, like combination when you do, right. So within 4 options, again we have 4 into 4 16. Then we have alignment options, right? We were talking about these alignment options. Four this one, uh, or five, basically no title similar like a five. So I'll take four this one. Then we have um, what do you say? 4 options here. So 16 different ways you can uh, put the numbers.
Okay.
Okay, right? Now there's wrap the text in shape. Don't wrap the text in shape. You can change the margins, which is not needed, but yeah, right. Now let's go back here to chart design. Right. Chart design mein we looked at data labels. Data table, you will have this table. It will display all of the table uh, below with the legends or without the legends. Like legends is like these color boxes you see. So basically, this says that no, blue is product A, red is product B, this gray is product C, light gray is product D. So this is for kind of telling people which color says what. Okay. So you have within data table you have two options, three options: no data table, with legend keys, with legend without legend keys. Uh, Very rarely I would use the data labels option, data table option. Right, very rarely. Like if there is too many data lines, there too many boxes, and it's like getting very clumsy with all of the numbers. Even then, I would see if data table would solve my problem. If not, I would choose to put a separate table there rather than inserting a data table. Okay, with me, are we good with data table?
Yeah, Nikhil.
Yeah. So error bars, not for us. This is maybe uh, kind of for stocks or that got stocks and other things. So they will say give you the standard error. You should know the standard error, standard deviation, standard percentiles, right? When you know this, you'll understand this. So standard deviation is sigma equal to square root of sum of means divided by sorry, distance from means divided by numbers, I think. Yeah, by n. Yeah, distance of individual number from mean divided by total numbers, that will give us standard deviation. So grid lines is also important. So you see these lines, right? You can see these lines, right? So these are grid lines. Now
Yeah.
within grid lines we have primary horizontal, primary vertical, right? Primary, major and minor, basically major vertical. So these are my vertical lines, these are my horizontal lines. These are major, like they are like distant from each other. Now within these, right, I also have minor, which is like closer lines. Let me activate minor horizontal. Let me activate minor vertical, right? Sorry, minor vertical. Where is it? Grid lines minor vertical. Okay, maybe here we don't have. Add chart elements, grid lines, primary, minor, vertical. Acha, you had it. See, we have these middle lines, and we can color these each lines. Like I can go to home, select one line, um, select one line. I come here, and we can say solid line blue color. This one I will do maybe solid line red color, right? So no, not fill, but line. Yeah, border line, solid line, and give it red color, right? This one also I'll give maybe red color, right? See how many customization options we have. This one I'll give orange colors. This one I give maybe light version of blue colors. Like, see, this is about your grid lines. Okay,
Okay.
so let's remove grid lines. I mean, in my personal use, whenever I insert a chart, first thing I do is remove the grid lines. You can just select them and delete. Like select it and delete. Use the delete key. Sorry. Yeah. Select say grid lines. Yeah. So select grid lines. Now you see all these dots selected. So that's grid lines. I delete it. I select vertical grid lines. Delete it. I select the small vertical grid lines. Delete. Right. This one also I can delete it. Right. See, my all grid lines are gone. Okay. And again, that's on grid lines. Legends, we can have legends right, top, left, bottom, anywhere you want, right? You can also manually drag it somewhere if you want. Okay, with me,
Yeah.
right? Right. So
Yes.
that brings us to end of this legend. Trend lines, again, not very useful. When we use a scatter plot, we maybe want to look at these options. These are kind of analytical aspects, right? Now, when is that we use linear, when is that we use exponential, right? When it depends on how much data is related, but we will kind of see how it looks. Why is this used? You should understand. You should be able to. I'll give like a gist of it, but you should be able to understand more details of little more details of not very advanced, but little more details of statistics there. Okay, that's on your chart. Okay, so anybody wants to do any suggestions on what else we do this do to this chart to look to make it more beautiful? Anyone? Any thoughts that you have? Maybe now we change colors, change formats, anything you can suggest. Our goal is to make it beautify this chart. Let's make it 8 bold, maybe 7 bold format, copy. Any thoughts? No? So we'll keep this one only. I'm just pasting it here for right. So let's also give outline. So we can also give like select the chart, entire chart. If I'm here, I can do a solid line, right? Maybe I want to give a gray line, right? Okay, I selected it. Then I come to format. That's a chart design. We're done with this run, right? Okay. So in format again, we can do a shape fills, shape outline colors, shape effects. Remember, the shadows also will give a good look. Like I'll just remove the outline, no outline. Look at this. Okay. See, you see light shadings here. I can just change shadows to something else maybe. Let's use this one. Okay. Let's change this one to yeah. Okay. Right. What else we have here? Charts. Well, physics format. We looked at adding the shape effects, shadows, text effects. We learned about it. Bring forward, send backward. If say there are two charts, say there are two charts now, right? So I want to keep this back and this front. I can just do that by right clicking and do send back, bring front, and we can also do it from there as it showed that option. Again, chart options, may format, may we've kind of done with everything. Right. Now coming to the values, right? So we learned about these fields, lines, line colors, like line types. You have line chart, line styles, right? Explore all of these styles, right? Then we have text related. Then we have axis options, like we can uh, add some shadows to these axes also. Maybe fill colors. Look, shadow colors too. Maybe red. Yeah. Add these shadow colors. Um, I think did we fill these boxes? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We can you know decrease the size of the shadings, right? Then we can add glow, we can add soft edges 3ds, right? So let's not go into this particular pen symbol, which is about no again modifying or changing the appearance, right? Let's go to size and properties. Size and properties may where to go? Yeah, sorry. Okay. So here I am going to access options. So in this access, I want it to start from say minus 10,000. So if I am doing a profit loss analysis, right? So while Excel will be defaultly pick these numbers based on the table that we have, but in case I want to specify, or maybe see here in our case, minimum is 17,000. I want the bar to start from um, So axis option. I want to want the bar to chart for 15,000, right? I can do that, right? So what you'll do, you will select the axis, you will kind of right click and do format axis, and it will bring you here. Here within axis options, you can go to this axis properties, right? This you see this bar, axis options bar. यहाँ पे you have maximum, minimum, major, minor. The lines that we saw, right? Major, minor. You can change these numbers uh, to like increase the distance or decrease the distance of major and minor axes, right? Right. Then you have this axis value options. You can do um, double zeros, after your value, right? Uh, you can change the display units. I want to look at these axes in thousands, right? Now it will show thousands here. Okay. I want to look at billions. It will show 0.00 billions, right? Like if you have like larger numbers, right? Like into 1000, 2.5 into 1000, 10,000, hundreds, thousands. We have these options. Okay. So I can just exclude this. Maybe, write a note somewhere that in thousands here. Okay. Logarithm scale, anybody? Yes, no?
No.
So sometimes what happens is like, say I have a store, right? I am looking at, I'm just giving a random example, but it is used in different. Okay, let's talk about what we do, right? So we have different transaction types. ATM, there are transaction types like chip on chip, where a chip card was dipped in chip card chip transaction, right? Chip machine. Then we have swipe transaction, magnetic field swipe transaction. Then we have tap and pay transaction, tap and withdraw, right? Always, 99.9999% of the transaction will be chip on chip, right? There will be only 1 or 2% of the transaction which are non-chip on chip. I'm giving an example here, right? If I put a table for that one, if I put this bar chart for such situation, there'll be one very big line, and there is only very smallest line or smallest bar which we can't even see, right? In that case, to visually, we want to bring the numbers closer. We will do logarithm on both the values. Log 10, right? Log 10 is like reverse power 10 को reverse करना is logarithm. Okay. So bring these values, like you will use these logarithms in a lot of analysis. Basically, if you go talk to some data scientist, uh, uh, or reasoning, even AI maybe logarithms use होता है. So a lot of places they are used. Let's not get into that, but okay. So far with me. In these label
Yeah.
options, you have chart options, you can text options. If you select the label, you have label options, axis options here, right? Axis option where you can do such things. Right. Reverse order भी कर सकते हैं, like you want table like this. So again, it's all about showcasing, right? How you want to show it. We have major type, minor type, right? Explore all of these options, right? Next to axis, high, low. You only want like right side, left side, low, right? Mid, none. So you have these options here, right? Then again, number may you can select a format. um, I want to display it as a currency, I want to display it as a fraction, right? I want to display it as an integer. Everything you can select here, right? You also have this negative, positive options here. You can just go and explore all of these options. Okay. Again, text fill we already learned about, text shadows reflection we learned about. Okay, this is done. Yeah, same whatever we did on this one is also applicable for this one, right? You will see, go to access options and you will see same options here. Tick marks, I'll show what tick marks do, um, right, when we talk about line charts. Okay. And any questions on this so far?
No.
Okay. I want line chart. Okay, I'll take line chart from here. Okay. We have only 30 minutes left, so you might little bit extend today's class also. Okay. Uh, no, this is not showing. This is these are too straight again. Okay. Yeah, I think this one is better. So I'll. So imagine that these are okay. Okay. So imagine this is my Jan. Sorry, Jan, Jan, Feb, October, November, December. Okay. Let's give some random 150 to 10. Okay. Now month and sales. Okay. So now let's put a line chart here. I want to show that variation so that no, it will be good. Again, line chart also we have those options as to stacked, uh, c- clustered, 100% stack chart, right? So this is my column chart. I can do all of what we did to this one. Right, I will maybe not change the text colors, but I'll show you some other options, some extra options to it. So when I select this one, when I select that line, I'll come to the markers option. See, we have individual formatting options here. Right, I will give maybe red color to line. I want to increase the line width. Right, it's 22.25. I want to make it one. I want to make it maybe 1.5. Right, I can change the width. I can make it transparent 100%, like l- slightly transparent 50%. Right, I can change the line styles here. Uh, then I can maybe give a dashed lines, right? So I have all of these options in the lines. Just to go and explore, I can maybe put a beginning arrow or a maybe circle. Same I can do it for the end ones, right? If you see, end and beginning has these dots for me. Okay, let me remove that. Okay, now coming to chart options. Where is it? Okay, line options. Yeah, right. And line style you can change. You can do a smooth line to these curves. So if you select, right, usually you will get these kind of chart with V shapes. But if you want smooth lines, you can select this smooth lines here, which will kind of give you curves. Okay. Please stop me if you want me to repeat something, right? Let me know that I will repeat it. But no, it is all about this, kind of beautifying these charts mostly. Okay. You will have to practice all of them to know where these options are. Right. So let me put back this. Sorry. All right. Okay. Now coming to marker options. Say I don't want this line to be shown. I just want the dots or something, right? So I can go here. I can change the marker to. I have these options. Say I'll use maybe rectangle, and I'll increase size to 10, right? And I'll say no line, right? I'll use this rectangle, okay? Then I'll do size maybe 30, okay? No line, I'll do no line for that border. Then I'll come to line and do uh, no line. See, now this is actually line chart, but I only have these bars representing. I can just add data labels on it, right? Add data labels on top of it. See, see, all of these options are there. The markers again we can select various markers. You might want to select, say, this one with color white filled in it. Sorry, markers में white color filled in it, not outline fill में. Okay, marker, solid fill, and white color. Outline, solid line, and you want to put it red. Okay, so you can make these designs. There are multiple options, not just this one. You have star, you have other option also. You can just select this line, go to your so go to your marker options here and see what you want to select. Okay, you can also increase the width to 1. Again, you can size basically. You can also increase size 2, 3, 4, 5. See, I'm just increasing the size, line style, everything you can change. Okay, any questions? Again, you have pre-formatted also here if you want to use something like this. Okay, questions?
No.
Okay, so let me rename this to maybe monthly sales, right? um, I'll add data labels, right? I can now drag this one or two data labels like other side because it is kind of overlapping. Okay, then I'll do format and no fill. I can manually drag it like this. Let me take it to this other Excel we created, right? Then also we'll put center shadow to it. Fill may be white. Um, let's change line color back to red. Line cell also I'll change it to 1.5. Yeah. Okay. We'll also change this color. Yeah. With me, right, so far? Oh yeah, we have a lot of more options to do. Black. Fill this. This will be white. This will be black. Then it will be bold. Format. Okay. Now let's go to the next one. Yeah. So any questions on line charts before we go to pie charts?
No.
No questions. So pie chart, do we have something here for pie chart? Actually, I showed you, right? Me go You can use ChatGPT to create the tables. Create me a practice pie chart Excel. Okay, right. It stopped. I don't know. It felt bad for something. It stopped. So every time I'm giving it is giving me a new data set. Yeah, this one will select. Okay. So how many maximum items can we have in pie chart? Anybody?
Two columns.
Maximum
Maximum two only.
pie chart.
Mm,
How many pies? How many pieces of pie can we have?
four. Means if we are putting it all together, different.
1 second. Region, and I'll create one more product color region. Huh. So see, this is my chart. Okay, let's put a pie chart on this. Pie chart may see there is no limit. So by Excel doesn't limit you to have only these many items, but when you have too many rows, too many values, too many categories, right? It won't look. It will be very clumsy. You will not understand which is what. So the idea of using pie chart is to know how is the distribution happening. So how much percentage is what, right? So this is my data. Are we are all clear with why we use pie chart, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So if there are too many items, you wouldn't know how much. It is not clear. The actual intention of why pie chart right, it is not meeting that that reason. So hence it is suggested always that we use up to 5 only maximum. If there is more than 5 items, maybe you want to club others, club like say it also give me other chart, right? Maybe I want to club this 1, 2 and 3 into one item, but that is again 4, which is more than this, so maybe I will not club it, right? So let's look at this one. Insert, again select the data, go to insert. You can select pie chart from here, or you can select go to recommend charts and go to pie charts, right? Or you can go to all charts and select pie chart. Within pie chart you have donut chart also. Both are same. Donut chart may you will have this donut kind of you know uh, circular hole between. And if I go to this pie chart, this is like completely filled. Okay, see both the charts. This one is pie charts and donut chart. All the options are same on both of the charts, so I will select only one. Which one do we want to practice on, donut or pie?
Pie chart.
Pie chart, okay. I'll remove this donut. And anytime we want, we can just right click, change chart type and convert it to pie. No issues that. Um, yeah. So, okay. You know how to change the colors? We all know, right? How
Yes.
to change the colors, right?
Yeah.
So that's one. How to change the colors, we know. So now pie chart may, right? Let me add data labels and right click and go to format data series. Sorry, format data labels. Okay. Now pie chart may, in fact, this is also available in other options, like even if you select these ones, right? Even if you select these data points, if you go to these label options, you have additional values that you can include in the label options. But when it is about these charts, it is not like it will not give that visual clarity, or no, there will be kind of too many items. So it says Q3 sales. I can add series name, right? Product B Q3 sales, product A Q3 sales, or maybe I would only add um, series name and value, right? Similarly, in pie charts also you can do that, right? Instead of uh, right here it is a number. This is displaying me the number. Let me change the color of this pie chart. Again, I'll go to design and maybe put light color and may change my text to black, complete black. Okay, now it is clearly visible, right? Yeah. So here in my pie chart, it is saying giving me numbers like 10,000, 5,000, 5,000, 20,000, etc. As a audience, right? As a you are presenting to me. Now this is, I can visually see this is more, this is less. That is okay. But I am not exactly sure what is the percentage of this one, right? So, or maybe we know that this is electronic clothing grocery, but I want to add those titles here. So what you can do is you can select this data label. In the data label options, you have this box, list of items, right? I can add the legend key within the chart title, right? Within these variables, I'll add percentages, right? See 10,000, which is 13%, 25,000 is my 33%. I can add category name, furniture 10,000. I can add series name, right? Sales university. I can add values from sales, which I can manually select if I want. Is case we will not use it, right? So, and these are the options I can add. Now I want these options to come in separate lines. I can just go here. I can select a separator. It can be by semicolon, it can be by comma, it can be by period, or a new line. So here I would use new lines because I want there be different line. I can further customize these numbers individually. Like now I select this one. I want this one bold, right? Same thing. I want toys to be bold. I'll select toys and do it bold, right? I want electronics bold. Okay, I want this one also outside. I'll just move it there. I want clothes bold, right? I can just now put it here. Let's put this one bold, right? Okay, with me so far? Questions?
Yes.
Okay. So we can also see, when this is how when this is a default one that has come to me, right? I want it to be in a particular angle, so I will just select this, and I can manually change maybe to 90, uh, 80, 70. No, I want this the biggest piece to be on the left side, on the top. So accordingly, I can change. Or I want this pie to have like kind of little bit distance or like far from each, like pieces far from each other. Here fry explosion may I can just increase this one to make them far. See, they're kind of broken all. Usually you can, if you want, like you can put maybe two, and that will be like small break here, right? Or I think one should be sufficient. See, that also can be done here. Okay. Again, text options, coloring options are all uh, same. Maybe I put say background color here. I'll put solid fill. Uh,
Like pizza slices.
yeah, pizza slices exactly. Here we have white color, right? Let me, I think, put this back to change. I mean, you can also change individual colors, right? You just have to select that one piece and change the colors. I will not change it here. Um, Let me maybe put it multiple colors only here. Okay, let's come back here. All right, then I'll do format fill white, shape effect. I'm selecting some shadows, right? Um, and I can just select this. I think this we can remove because we already have it. Chart design element, chart title above the chart. It's above the chart. Let's change. I think this is okay. We'll change the color later. Okay, clear with the pie chart, or maybe we'll change it to donut. I can just come here and change it to donut chart. So both will be same. Donut chart, may you can just change this donut hole size by here donut hole size. You can increase this, decrease it. We will have it in series options. Okay. Right click, go to chart options, series options, and you will find that option. Okay. What happened to these markers? Sorry, marker fill will be white. Okay, we'll see that. Okay, any questions on this donut or pie chart? So I take that silence as no. So now, at least the last chart for today, right? If you know these, I think what all we have left with the charts. Let me select data. We know pie line chart, bar chart. Area charts is also same as line charts, but area charts, it will cover area. I'll show you that one also. Yeah. So let's take this one for area. Okay. So basically, this orange line is showing you field area is showing you the profit, and blue one is the overall sales. So usually, you kind of add some transparency here to show how they are overlapping with each other. Here it is not working, but let's pick some data point for it. Uh, not might not be very useful in our area in what we do, but good to know. XY scatter plot. I think I should have something for scatter plot. We'll see that. Mm, Map chart. के लिए do we have? Yeah. insert. Yeah. So here is a map chart, right? So basically what it does is based on the total amount of sales here. This is for US. So wherever we have highest amount of sale, that highest one will have the darkest color, and lowest amount of sale will have lightest color. Okay, this option is also available in Excel. It doesn't work very well. I mean, there are some limitations that we need to be should be connected to internet, and all of these values should be in the state name, exact state names. There are some settings we do in options to tell it kit where to pick the map from, etc. Okay, I just selected the data which has city name, state name. Then it will show me that option basically, and when I'm going here, insert option, right, it did show me that option here. So if this option is not showing, that means it is not reading the city. Then you'll have to kind of reformat it. Okay, let me put this here. Chart format, design, chart effects. Anybody wondering what I'm doing, why I'm putting them here? Yes, no, maybe.
Just different type of examples.
That's it.
Um, we'll do something with this.
What can we do?
To create a dashboard, Nikhil.
So we see, as we are discussing, right, we're also kind of creating a dashboard here.
Yes, or to explain the clear dashboard to the client, whatever they we can receive the data.
Right, right, right. So Anand, you notice, right? So
Yeah.
so basically I'm creating a dashboard as we speak. Right. Maybe I'll have maybe more charts, or sometimes we only have data, maybe a pivot table here, but this is how dashboards are essentially. Right.
Okay.
I mean, colors is also very important thing, that we are not using too dark colors. I'm not using too light colors, right? So
Hmm.
let me come here. Chart title. Chart title. Okay. State-wise sales. White color to it. Yeah. Okay. Let's come back to data. Yeah. So now let's say we need to look at combo charts, right? I'll put a percentage here, 200 by 10,000. Now this one is my profit percentage, right? This is my total sales, right? In this view, I want to look at my visually have the representation of sales in the amount versus what is the percentage of profit we have taken, right? We'll try this one also and this one also, both we'll try, right? So let's put a combo chart. So I take this one, I go to insert chart. Which chart will we use here? Anybody? Anyone?
Bar chart.
Yeah, we can use bar chart, we can use, since numbers, line chart also we can use, but here we will use bar charts, right? Bar chart, do we use this one or stacked? Which one will
Hmm.
use?
First
Clustered or
one.
stacked? Clustered or stacked? Clustered. Why
This
not
one.
stacked? Why clustered?
Because second one will do comparison.
Okay. Other way also we can, even in clustered, right? Even if I am going in cluster chart, I mean stack chart, I can still do comparison. This is big, this is small, right?
Yeah.
Why cluster? Why not uh, stacked? Anybody can give it a try. Simple hai it is. Very simple. So we will not use stacked here. We will use clustered only. But why?
Because we are doing opposite comparison.
No. Comparison we can still do on stacked.
Okay.
100% maybe we can do comparison which much is which is how much, right?
Mm-hmm.
But why? Simple as, see, this is my total sales. Now this 2000 which is my profit is part of these sales, right?
Yeah.
It is not above the sales. So if I do stacked chart, my the overall value of this chart will become 12,000. But it is not 12,000, it is 10,000 only, right?
Yeah. Correct.
Because it is 10,000 only, I will not use the stacked. When I say stacked, it will become 12,000, right?
Correct.
Hence, we will not use stacked chart.
Mm.
Clear, everyone? So remember, these are the simple things that we will have to remember as to when to use which one, right?
Okay.
So here is my
Okay.
combo chart. Now I am using a combo chart, right? Um, so these values are very smaller. Say, the my profits are further small, maybe in hundreds. When I'm doing 10,000, let me kind of do this is equal to this one divided by 10. Just for no purposes of demonstration, I am doing this, right? Now, is it visible?
No.
No. So how do we do? When we want to show it, like when I'm presenting it to client, or maybe we are presenting it to our bosses, right? Or you maybe you have a startup idea and you want to demonstrate how you are doing over last 12 months. You went to pitch your idea to somebody. Now your profits are not visible. Somebody looking at this one would say, "अरे, the profits तो है ही नहीं इसमें क्यों invest करूँ मैं?" Right?
Mm.
So what do we do? Simply see, if you look at this scale, ये scale start हो रहा है from zero and it is like to 40,000, but our profits are in hundreds only, right?
So start from
Within
100.
so within one scale, it's 5,000 numbers. So my
5,000
100 will
difference,
be
I think.
very very small item here, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if I put my profits against this scale, obviously it won't show up, right? So
Yeah.
what I need to do, I want a separate scale for my profit.
100 ka difference will be there.
I need a separate scale for my profit.
Separate scale. Okay.
इसमें अगर if I did put it by 100, right, it will become like 1 kilometer long,
Yeah.
like very tall, right? Now ये
Yeah.
numbers तभी these all of these will become bigger. I still
Mm.
not doing a right comparison. So here what I want a separate, here I want a separate axis for my profits. तब मैं क्या करता हूँ? I'll just right click and change chart types. Go to
Akansha is
this.
trying to speak, but she's
Akansha is
asking
saying
whether.
something. Akanksha, you're trying to say something. She is on mute. You can drop a message to me, Akanksha. I'll read that and respond to you. Let me come back to this one. Yeah. Yeah. So coming back, so I'll do a right click, go to for change chart types, and come to this combo charts at the end. Now in this combo charts, I can have a secondary access. You see this secondary access button? I can do a checkbox here for a secondary access and maybe do it a clustered column, right? So I'll do OK. Now I have two accesses, but now I need separately, right? Let's okay. So now my charts are overlapping. All I can I can go here and size, properties, positions. Where is my positions?
Can you show again? Listen.
Which one? Huh.
This.
So this is my chart. I did
Mm.
like uh, right clicked on it. I selected change chart types. In the entire list, I went to combo charts. Combo
Mm.
charts, I have the two series here, right? I have, this is, one of these I made it as a secondary axis, right?
Mm.
And I can choose it to be a line chart or bar chart also. Here I'm doing a clustered column only. We'll also look at line one. Here we go, right? So now it is kind of overlapping. So I want to change my minimum access options, my minimum max minimum value to maybe 400, right? Max, oh sorry, is 0. Maximum value I put maybe 1500. I just want to make it smaller, right? Now it is my smaller. It is in a separate box. Uh, Here, I can just make them separate. Something is, yeah. See, I made it separate now. Okay, there you go. I think I did separate. This my options. Now we'll go to chat designs, type combo.
What is cluster columns?
Clustered columns. हमने वही
Same
बोला था
column
सेम हाँ
column.
separate columns for each one.
Hmm.
Okay. Series overlap नहीं चाहिए. Something is not working actually, but yeah. So this will come separately also. I think कुछ हुआ है मेरे Excel में. Yeah. So this is one way of doing dual combo charts. Basically, I have two separate accesses in my chart, right? So
Hmm.
let's do it from this percentage also, right? Here I have this metric in numbers, dollars, and profit metric in percentage. Like when I say 20%, the number will be 0.2 only, right?
Hmm.
Even in this case, if I put a bar chart in like one bar chart, it won't be like visible, right? So here also I will use combo charts, but I will use a line for my profit margin.
Okay, got
Okay,
it now.
here in the cluster column, I can select two different.
For each, we can
I
change
can use
the type
area
of
also,
that.
right? And I'll do okay.
Pie chart also comes? I don't think so. Let's see.
Pie chart won't come.
Common.
Line and bar only the combination.
Okay, okay.
So it's a straight series, right? Pie chart
Yeah,
is
yeah,
round,
straight. Yeah, yeah, got it.
right? It's a straight series.
Hmm.
Okay, this is my yeah. So this is my yeah combo chart. Right, again
Hmm.
combo chart we can make these changes, sales versus profit percentage, right? I'll take this here, let's make it center shadow, fill white, um, put it here, change the line color to red because we are doing blues and reds, right? And blue, and here I don't want to. Okay, I want this one white, fill will be black. Home format, done. Okay, this is my combo chart. What are we left with? A waterfall chart. Waterfall also, it will be kind of interesting. Yeah. Okay. So what is waterfall chart? Anybody? Any ideas? Thoughts? I think किसी को बोला था मैंने.
Yeah, it shows from that point how much
हाँ.
increase the expense and profit we did.
Right.
Expense and income.
Yeah. So it's it will have decrease and increase. we like time value ka it will show series. Yeah. So if let's us imagine this is my salary received. Okay, maybe 300 is my incentive. This is my rent. Here I get come interest on my deposit. Interest. Okay, this is my groceries. I'm giving you a personal side. Now this will happen in a company level, right? Then we have
Bonus.
gifts. Incentives, bonus is same, but I just put any
Hmm.
random names. Okay, please don't mind about these names. I just put something that came to my mind. But
Okay.
imagine a big company is there, so they have like existing. What are their liability assets? Right? What is their asset? What is the net revenue, net currency, expenditure for raw materials, marketing, sales, marketing, commissions, etc. Everything will go like profits. Sorry, not profits, but सेल्स रिपोर्ट में क्या होता है रेवेन्यू लाइक सेल्स के इंटरेस्ट अर्निंग्स एक्सेट्रा विल कम ईयर प्लस माइनस होते रहते हैं राइट नाउ आई सेलेक्ट दिस एंटायर टेबल this is again visual now here I don't know visually it is not kind of very no clear so I'll go to the chart we have something called waterfall charts right see now this one is visually telling me I let put green red actually but sir. So all of these blues are my increases, right? All of reds are decrease expenditures, right? If I look at this table, so I can say that I initially had $1,000, I received $1,000, then I received incentive, then I had my expenditure. Maybe I'll put it as minus rent is say 600. Okay, this is my expenditure, right? After pending 600 on rent, again I got one bonus. I earned interest on my deposits. Again, it increased. Then I had again expenditure for groceries like say 3,300. Right? It went down. I had to give gifts say 400. Right? So overall, here is what where I'm ending. Right? So income, expenditure. So this will be the representation done like if you look at the if you know kind of invest and go to their waterfall charts, right? You will see this waterfall charts in company reports, annual reports, something. Okay, understood?
Yes.
We'll have two fields plus minus cumulative दोनों रहेगा. Okay, so remember that one. Okay, I don't want to put it. Or shall we put it here? Let's put it income expenditure. Put it here. Let's remove the grid lines. Format, fill white. Okay, I'll put it here. My text colors is black. I format black, white. Yeah. Okay, that's my waterfall chart. और क्या बोला था हमने हाँ scatter plots is also one of the analytics tools this is right so basically if I want to know if there is any relationship between two variables right for example somebody who's doing any investment banking or has knowledge of it usually there are sayings like somebody says if gold price increases diesel price or petrol price oil price increases or oil price decreases somebody would say right say if commodities are there like corn oil etc commodities are there right if say index may somebody says ki if our nifty price increases then sensex also will increase right so that is all hearsay, right? I don't know. So now we use data, we use scatter plots to see if there is any relationship between the two values. So maybe in X value I put um, say in Nifty values, then here I put Sensex values, right? Then I'll go to select data, insert, and here I'll select. Here also we have this shortcut option, quick menu. I'll select the scatter plots, right? You can see scatter plots, right? See this line? Basically, what this line tells is if this is like straight exponential, like this cross diagonal from lower to upper, that says both are related in a way that no, with increase in x, there is increase in y. If this is a flat line, straight flat line, that means there is no relation between both, right? If this is in reverse order, right, the degree is like from largest to lowest, that is with increase in x-axis there is a decrease in y-axis, right? The more diagonal it is, more stronger the relationship is. Okay,
Okay.
right? Understood, right? So when will you use? So somebody will say, come and tell you that, you know, morning every day morning I'm processing, morning we are processing like 20 cases per hour. By the time we come to evening, we are doing 4 cases only. That if you want to prove that theory, you will use this chart. Or if you want to say, there is somebody, people who are new are doing better numbers than people who are old. You use this scatter plots to prove that, right? Okay. We have one more chart here, funnel chart. You know what is funnel chart? Anybody funnel chart क्या है? Anyone give it a try? No. So basically, funnel chart is mostly used in marketing terms, right? So if say I am doing a cold calling, right? I am calling 10,000 customers, but of this only 5,000 customers are saying I am interested, of which only 2,500 are qualified leads. Qualified leads yani say I am a caller. I'm calling for outbound. I'm doing outbound calling for selling for loans. Right. I called 10,000 customers asking them if they are interested in loans, of which 5,000 customers said, yes, I am interested. But among these 5,000 customers, for 2,500 people, they either are not working, they don't have salary, they don't have civil score, they are not eligible basically. Right. Only 2,500 are eligible. Right. Of the 2,500 eligible, when I asked them for the documentation, they said no, no, only 1,200 per members sent. Right. After 1,200 members, only 600 members accepted to the loans. क्या बोलते हैं ना loan का interest rate etc. Other 600 said no, I don't want to pay processing. That is too much um, interest rate, too much processing fees. Right. Again, after applying, only 250 are actually closed, right? This is a drop, like my numbers are dropping. So usually we will look at this in visual no, representation करेंगे इसका to know कि where is the maximum drop happening, right? Where is that maximum, most of the customers are dropping. That's where we use this. We can go to recommend charts. We'll have funnel here, right? I can select funnel. So this is how it looks. Mostly, or no, it's more about marketing, sales funnels, marketing funnels बोलते हैं. Okay. Questions? We already crossed 18 minutes. I know. Any questions you have?
No.
No questions. So yeah. So while we also made this one, right? I'll try to keep this saved. How does it look? Now this is a dashboard, bus. This way maybe I'll here we have not made it like we have not added these connectors, but it's not dynamic. But if you create them from pivot table and add some slicers here and add some titles here, like I can insert a shape here. Say, uh, let me bring it a little bit down. Maybe I'll add a title, no? Annual sales dashboard or monthly sales. Well, we have different set of data points here, but yeah, add maybe logos or something. We put some slicers here, some slicers here, right? Add some notes here. Anywhere we can add some notes, or maybe make it smaller. Add some slicers here, one slicers here, and notes here. That will become our dashboard. We can have it more bigger than also, bigger than this one also. Okay. So if you know how to do charts, this is like simple task.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So any questions from what we learned today? Are you now able to know confident that you will be able to try these charts?
Yeah, will do.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So simply रहेगा. So most of सबसे important is that you know where or when which one to use. Okay. If you know which one to use when, you are expert already. All right. Okay. Then if you don't have any further questions, we'll call it a day today. I know we took extra time, but I think we are kind of done with charts. If you have any questions, let me know. These are only that some charts that we use mostly, but there are many other charts also. So if we do this data, right?
Okay, we'll send the recording now. We'll do practice.
Yeah, today I will send the recording. Boss and whiskers, the histograms also we'll cover. You would use histograms also in some cases. Analytics पे use करते हो, but we'll cover histogram. So next class में ना I'll create some data. We'll do histogram and Pareto. Okay, Pareto is also something you should know. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Any other questions? So just no, I just put random name. I know this is annual, but yeah. Okay. Maybe next, if we are able to finish class tomorrow, next week we will kind of do a interactive dashboard, which will kind of we'll have those drop downs, check boxes, and by with those selections we'll change all these charts also. Yeah. So let me actually
Yes.
print screen of this one. Right. We'll put this as thumbnail for today's class. So people who missed today's class will feel कि अरे इतना सारा हो गया. All right. Okay, then thank you so much. If you have any questions, please note them down and we can
Thank you so much.
discuss about it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Nikhil.
So thank you. You all have a good one.
Thank you so much.